representing Nelson City and Tasman District, the Mapua Easter Fair Organising Committee attract over 330 stallholders from across the country every Easter and create one of the largest one-day events in the South Island to fundraise for the local school. Come on up and share your story.
Mapua has a checkered history. It originally got its name as home of New Zealand's most contaminated site. But this little township banded together to help and support each other. The town that used to be shunned is now a beautiful tourist mecca. The Mapua Easter Fair was, and remains today, a landmark event for Mapua, as it was the first event that outsiders were attracted to come to. The Easter Fair truly represents the strength and spirit of this small community. And now people walk up to 30 minutes as they can't get a car park any closer. But unlike so many major events, this one is still 100% voluntarily run, and all proceeds go back to benefiting local youth. And with the fair next weekend, this maybe wasn't an ideal time to come, but no doubt you'll see these dedicated volunteers texting, planning, and taking phone calls during their breaks. Gail and I are very proud to welcome Angela Fon and Lisa Dunn from the Mapua Easter Fair Organising Committee.
Everyone in this room is here because there was a need. We and others before us have said, "How can I help? Count me in. I'll be there." We've all had to find alternative ways to address needs in our communities, and we've all had to find and create effective ways to invite participation, to build enthusiasm, and to value the input of all who have said, "Yes, I can help." 31 years ago, the Mapua Play Center needed to create a space within the Mapua Hall. And guess what? They had to raise money. So on Saturday, April 10th, 1982, the first Mapua Easter Fair was held. There were 15 stalls. The Christchurch Wizard made an appearance. $348 was raised, and the day was considered a success.
30 years later, it's quite a different story. The fair is run by a charitable trust for the benefit of the children of Mapua. Our local domain is transformed into an organised, well-planned and laid-out facility. A small dedicated committee overseeing more than 120 volunteers who welcome more than 15,000 visitors to the largest one-day event in the South Island. There are over 330 stallholders who come from all around the country. There are no paid staff, and the fair takes place in a community of just 1,700 residents. Last year, more than $55,000 was collected. For every one of our 30 years, we pray and cross our fingers that it won't rain. In 30 years, it's never been cancelled.
But more than rain can cause concern and worry. 2 years ago, after the Christchurch earthquake, we wondered if we were able to find infrastructure needs like portaloos, fencing, and generators. We worried and we felt guilty that we were seeking these resources that were solely needed in quake-affected neighborhoods and communities. But we needn't have worried nor felt guilty. We were able to source the infrastructure, and the fair, most importantly, the fair turned out to be one of the primary destinations for Christchurch families needing to enjoy a fun, safe family day.
We would like to introduce a few of our volunteers who worked to make the fair such a success. Yesterday, Virginia and her team, with measuring tapes and dazzle, started marking out the field to a plan that was once on the back of an envelope. As an architect, Virginia has the skills, equipment to mark the field in about 4 hours. It used to take a team about 4 days. Virginia is also mum to Noah and Mia, pupils at Mapua School. Damon is an accomplished musician who works with young people, developing their musical talents and performance skills. Damon donates his time and talents and is responsible for entertainment on the main stage and the children's stage. June manages the local Mapua Leisure Park and is our unofficial ambassador. Many of her campers join us for set-up, clean-up, or to display their wares as stallholders. June enthusiastically encourages everyone to come to the fair.
Ben is a well-respected electrician who has to calculate the usage and supply requirements of 330 stalls, 2 main stages, and carnival rides. He and his team organize, set up generators and cabling to ensure that no one gets stuck at the top of the Ferris wheel. Ben does this for free. He's a dad of 4 at Mapua School. One of 3 committee husbands and father of 2 at the school, Justin is a jack of all trades, and he gets the glamorous jobs of traffic control, money collection, toilet paper replacement, and the emptying of wheelie bins. Outside his Easter Fair duties, Justin is the managing director of the Redwood Cider Company, home of Old Moot Ciders, which is freely provided as refreshment to weary volunteers at the end of the fair. Olive is an example of generations of volunteers who support the fair. Olive's grandmother was one of the first committee members in 1982. Olive's mother attended the first fair in her pushchair. She now serves on the Easter Fair Trust on behalf of Play Center. Olive is seen here at last year's fair enjoying the Children's Corner. She's just started school, and her little sister Mia is at Play Center.
The teachers and staff of Mapua School give up their Easter Sundays year after year to run the chocolate wheel. Mr. Mack is our MC, and the rest have the capability of selling all 30 numbered paddles in 5 minutes or less. It's not only the teacher's salesmanship that makes the chocolate wheel successful and fun. It is the quality of the items up for grabs, donated by businesses throughout the region. Especially appreciated as these businesses are constantly asked by many well-deserving organisations for their support. The children of Mapua School look forward to performing at the fair. The Kapahaka group open the fair on the main stage with the school's choir and ukulele group. Their performance set the tone for the day and gives them an opportunity to support the fair with their talents.
The generosity of our main sponsors means that most of our fixed and infrastructure costs are covered. They provide marquees, items for silent auctions, and the chocolate wheel. The majority of our volunteers are past and present school families, children, parents, and grandparents. The kids understand and appreciate the effort it takes to make money, to support their teachers and their school. They take care of these resources that have been purchased with monies from the fair because they have helped earn them.
Over the last 30 years, it is estimated that more than $550,000 has been raised for the youth of Mapua. Over 90% of the Play Centre's annual operating budget comes from the fair. Without these monies, it would be difficult for this organisation to survive. The school uses their monies for specialist teachers, reducing class sizes, purchasing equipment, resources and materials not funded by the Ministry of Education. But the real benefit of the Mapua Easter Fair is that it is a fun way for our children to learn about giving of themselves, their time, their talents and their energy to make their community, here or wherever they may choose to live in the future, a better place.
We are the current caretakers of the fair. We've learned from our parents, and our children are learning from us that giving of yourselves to help others is what makes a caring community. There will be others with fresh ideas, energy, and spirit. The children of Mapua have joined their families, neighbors, friends, and teachers in creating a day of celebration. They are the volunteers of our future. When they see a need, we're confident that they will raise their hands and say, "How can I help? Count me in. I'll be there." Thank you.